and welcome back to the Scrapbook Podcast, Season 2. Make our movie. Same approach, different execution. Please enjoy the show.
And welcome back to the Scrapbook Podcast. After a full month of Scary Haunted Minds anthologies, we are back to the good old structure. We still did it the same way pretty much.
The last episode.
Yeah. But, yes, we're back in it, and it is my turn to pick. I'm here, Patrick Wickfall, with your host, Jody Pratt, and let's get this episode going.
What are you starting with?
It says spaceship, so clearly that has to be placed, right?
Yeah, it has to be.
Spaceship. Romance. 1970s.
Awesome. So if you guys don't know, what we do here at the Scrapbook Podcast is pick 3 different subjects, right? Categories, I should say. One is place, the second setting, and then time period. And then we create a whole ass fucking story out of this. And we're back to the 3-act structure. So this is a setup for our spaceship romance set in the 1970s.
1970s.
Okay, bada bing, bada boom.
Okay, so were we in space by the 70s?
Nope, but we're in our world, so it doesn't matter.
Spaceship, 70s romance.
We were in space in the 60s, or was that 72? We landed on the moon. Or was it 67?
69, I think. Some shit like that. I think it was late 60s. Like, maybe like romance can be funny as well, but it normally sticks to what about like a family, or somebody going to the moon for a colony, or that's too easy. Somebody setting up the International Space Station.
Yeah, that's fine.
What else happens in space? Like, that's the thing, is I only know of the International Space Station and the moon. What else do we do in space?
Telescopes that see the great beyond.
From space, right?
In space, yes.
Yeah, they're so they get past our atmosphere and shit. Okay, so
Did I say telescopes?
yeah.
Did I say telescopes? I didn't say satellites?
No. Is it telescopes?
Huh.
That's what I thought you were talking about, like a telescope on the spaceship.
Well, how else would they take pictures? Like super far away?
You would have to get out of our atmosphere, because I know that fucks up something.
Yeah. Well, I'm at satellite, not telescope.
All right, so a satellite counts as a spaceship, yeah? It's in space.
Yeah, nobody's on it, though.
I thought there's Russian people on the Russian space, or I'm thinking about Armageddon.
Yeah, satellites are unmanned crafts.
Okay. That makes sense, because they put them in orbit and then they just stay there until they
crash into Earth.
Crash
somewhere else. Yeah.
You're just hoping that nothing really fucks your shit up. You send out like a $2 billion
They have
project.
so much money, so it doesn't matter. That's why they send so many out.
So maybe it's how can you get romance out of a spaceship? Are they like relieving somebody? Like somebody's going back to Earth, or somebody's coming in?
Could be.
And there's like a technical difficulty, so they can't get back as soon as they want. Maybe they're decommissioning. No, it's the 70s. They're just setting shit up. What if they damage the whatchamacallit? Like the docking port? Like something happens? Mm-hmm. So they're kind of trapped there until reinforcements can get up, which could be months, to set up another launch, and
send somebody up there to fix it.
Yeah, to fix it, because they can't like breach the lock maybe, and so like you're kind of forced to be with somebody, and you're like, man, I've got to get home. They're like, oh, you got a family waiting for you? She's like, nah, man, but I'm just tired of being up here. She's like, I miss talking to people, and then He's like, well, I've got a mouth and I'm gonna be stuck here. Names. Just throw out 2 names.
Bridget and Casey.
With the C?
Yeah.
Alright. Casey is how old?
Mid-30s.
You should be older.
No, same age around.
Okay, so they're both 34. Set in the 1970s. Spacecraft. Or spaceship. Same. And romance. Okay, so how long do you think it takes for them to, if something fucks up, to get back out there? I'd say at least, a year?
Yeah, I would say
If
so.
it's like a rush order. So they're up there for a whole year alone with each other. They have supplies.
I think it's depending if you're sending out a human or if you're sending out a robot.
Ooh, we could have them send out a robot.
Can they get out of the spaceship?
They can, but only for spacewalks, I'm assuming.
Okay.
Like the docking port, I'm assuming is what's fucked up.
Okay.
So they're kind of... But once the robot gets there, it's just going to float into the atmosphere, detach, and then start to fix from the outside.
Yeah. To fix the loading dock, yeah.
And so they're just waiting on that. And, time alone with somebody does... You're forced to talk. What can they communicate, though?
No.
They can't communicate with the Earth, right?
Oh, they meant with each other.
What makes you think? Why would you say they can't communicate?
International space station type thing.
So it's like an American with like a Russian.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Or like a Chinese with an American.
So this is Bridget Jones. This is his diary, and Casey like Nam.
Quan.
And Bridget. What did I say? Brauschwitz.
I think that's a nice one.
I don't even know how to spell that, but I'm just gonna put like bratwurst. Brauschwitz. She's Jewish.
Okay.
That's pretty. I know that's not how you spell it, but it is what it is. I'll say it right. All right, so they get trapped on the spacecraft. They can't communicate with Earth. So Earth lets them know that they're gonna send up something.
Yeah.
We're gonna set up like a Tommy, or not a Tommy. What do you call those things that help you find your places? A TomTom?
TomTom's a drum.
Isn't that the app, the little thing you put in your car and then it tells you where to drive back in the day?
Oh, the GPS.
Yeah, the GPS things. Yeah. They're like, we're setting up a whatever.
Oh, maybe they can't communicate with the shit either.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what makes it like we don't know how long we're gonna be here.
Yeah, so we're gonna act more impulsive.
Can they hear them?
Huh? Yeah.
Okay. Space station headquarters. Who should we gotta throw a name out there for that guy?
Maybe it's a team of people.
The Donner Party.
For sure, it's Houston.
Okay, Houston. I don't know why I said Donner Party. I'm tripping. Houston. And what'd you say? Maybe 4 or 5 people?
Yeah. Yeah, 3 or 4 people.
Okay. And they can hear them, but Casey and Bridget don't know that they can hear them.
Yeah. And yeah.
What if this becomes like they don't want to like mingle, but they have to mingle, and so they're talking and they're getting to like learn each other like the basics of, because you're not gonna send somebody up there without some reading material, and so maybe they have a few English to whatever books, and they get to like be able to speak with each other, and people in Houston hear it, and they're like, oh, I think this is going down, and so it kind of becomes like an obsession for the people in Houston, because they're just checking in on them every day to make sure they're not going crazy, something else hasn't broken.
Yeah.
And they hear them slowly becoming more closer and closer. and like it's like by the time they get there, both of them are like, well, this is just a setup. We don't gotta go
Exactly.
too
So
deep into it.
Houston, which is home base, they have let's say Chris,
Chris, Danielle,
yeah, Tasha, and
Andrew.
yeah,
All right, it doesn't matter what rank they have, right?
nope,
They're all interchangeable, anyways. Okay, 1970 spaceship romance with 34-year-old Bridget from USA,
yeah,
and then he is from
China,
China.
oh Korea,
They have a space. No, it's our story. All right. Korea. 1970s. I want. I know she won't do it, but I want Natalie Portman to play Bridget.
yeah, why not?
Who would you want for Casey? I'm thinking Asian bro from Walking Dead, but I think he's been used too much.
I don't think so. Give that nigga more money.
You think so?
Asian actors deserve it.
All right, then yeah, we'll go with him then.
Yeah.
Something. Fuck. I've heard his name a billion times.
What's his putts?
So what are you thinking of on the name? Don't know, don't care. Want to try to give it some thought right now?
Yeah, let's give it a thought right now.
Houston, we have love.
Fuck.
It's cheesy as fuck.
Oh, 10 months with you. Yeah,
10 months with you.
yeah.
Coming to theaters in December. 10 months with you. And then I had like that.
And they're just like, what? We're stuck. And they're just like, the satellite's coming out to you in 10 months. 10 months' time. They'll see if love will bloom. Ba-na-na-na-na-na. They're walking fast, faces past them homebound.
Okay.
And he's like, and she's just like, what? And he's like,
A lot of racist shit. I don't understand that. Can you do better? He's just like, oh,
so sorry.
where's the white bitch?
Bridget, I rub you.
We're gonna get canceled. This is the episode we get canceled.
Pay me first.
I mean, I do like it. Just that whole dynamic of having to learn languages, and when you're immersed in it, you kind of forced to learn it faster than you normally would.
Absolutely.
And they're brilliant people. They're both fucking astronauts.
Yeah, and it's like a seasonal time. That's why there's only 2 of them on there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a seasonal time where it's only a minimal amount of people you need on there.
This is just to make sure it's something to go. Psst, you can plug it back in.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
Everything's real easy and replaceable.
And they're only supposed to stay up there for a little bit. So let's say
I'd say 3 months.
Yeah, exactly.
Because your bone density and shit goes down being up there for so long.
Casey was there. He did about 2 or 3 tours, and this is Bridget's first time up there. You know what I mean? So,
Oh, Bridget, I love you. You're hella stupid.
Bridget, I wrote you
Hey, it's gotta have that like
so much.
that thick, raspy. You're like,
Yeah, exactly.
You chewing cigarettes up here? What are you doing?
You know what I mean?
10 months with you. And then, like, what would the cover art be for, like, the poster art?
It's them just floating, just like reaching out towards each other.
And, like, they're doing a spacewalk and they're, like, going for each other's hands.
Exactly, and then there's like a Coca-Cola bottle in the background because we get paid by Coca-Cola. They're our sponsors. Yeah, we're horse.
Oh, I get any kind of sponsor. I'm taking it.
Yeah, I'm drinking just like they do in the commercials. Label out. God, this is refreshing. This
I'll catch that,
episode
Dennis.
of the Scrapbook Podcast is brought to you by Squarespace.
We have to edit that out.
Yeah,
we do not.
We don't
represent
pay you guys. Racks, baby. Oh yeah. All right, 10 months with you. Romance is for sure out of the wheelhouse, but this is going to be a banger because I've already thought this whole damn thing out, and I'm for it. Definitely for it. Okay, boom. So, where does Bridget come from in America?
Let's call it Pasadena.
Pasadena, Kentucky. And then
The fuck? Pasadena is in California.
there's many places. In many places.
I'm thinking about the
many
Pasadena
places.
from Big Bang Theory.
Is
Is that New Mexico?
Kentucky. And then we have Casey.
I like how you asked me, and then you're just like, hey, Kentucky.
Because you said a city. And that
Yeah,
and
Pasadena.
Yeah, in Kentucky. And then you get Casey Kwan from Seoul, Korea. Bong, baby.
That's
Background. Casey has two
I thought you were
parents.
doing bong for like gong, and I was like, don't do that.
Fried chicken comes from the black soldiers that gave Koreans fried chicken. That's why your fried chicken's so good. As well as Bridget is raised by a father. He was in the Boy Scouts. A lot of Boy Scouts end up being astronauts. Surprise, surprise. That's weird. But yeah, Bridget comes from a single father.
Mm-hmm.
Casey Kwan comes from, he was adopted, a Chinese baby, into Korea. But he represents Korea.
Okay.
Yeah, no real background for Chris, Danielle,
They're just
Tasha, or Andrew. They're just Houston. You know what I mean? They're the
and to keep up with the 24-hour watch on them, they're cycling out.
yeah, and they add to the angst and the cuteness and the fallout and the come back together. You know what I mean? Because everything isn't always harmonious. There will be emergencies. There will be panic, and there.
Oh, Bridget, you all broke it.
There will be love. And thank you for joining us. Act 1 of 10 Months with You. This is Jody Pratt with your fellow host, Patrick Wigfall.
Yo.
We are back, baby. We love you. Don't stop being creative.